Yo, what is good, man? Here's some more BS I found on the internet. Why men are avoiding going to nightclubs. Modern women are sick of it.
So I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how the club isn't fun like how it used to be.
And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know.
Listen, y'all, I have the exact opposite problem because whenever I go out, because I don't go out a lot anymore. Last year, I went out a lot. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was up in them clubs, man, getting jiggy with it. I went out to the clubs a few times this year, and I usually see more guys than girls. I'm down there asking, where the bitches at? Because I don't see them.
They're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
Why is there such a drastic increase in men avoiding the nightclub? I mean, I could give you the politically correct answer if that's what you seek. No, but you demand straight facts.
Give me the bottom line, give me the truth, straight up, no chaser.
The truth is, the modern nightclub is no longer efficient for our purposes. I mean, efficiency literally means achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense.
That's why I stopped going, man.
Now, if I ask you to calculate all of your recent club experiences, would you deem them efficient? I mean, let's be frank. How much money have you wasted for subpar tenderloin extraction? Let's do the math. You and a group of friends pull your money together to lease a booth, a few bottles, and a disease-infected hookah. Be honest. How much baseline tenderloin did you and your squad obtain from this investment?
I like he just put his cash up in the video while talking about wasting money. I'm not about to send you money, my guy. The fuck I look like? But listen, man, one thing you realize after going to the club for a while, it is a waste of time. That's why whenever I go to the clubs, I go in there for free. And I'll either know a bartender there that could hook me up with free drinks, or I'll probably pay for the drinks, man. But I'll make sure I pay for like 1 or 2 drinks. Inexpensive drinks. Because men mainly go to the clubs to meet women. And when you go into these clubs, dropping money in hopes of meeting women, and at the end of the night, you go home with your dick in your hand, you realize that it's a waste of time. You dropping all this money to not meet no bitches. And let's not forget that the girls are starting to dance with themselves more now than they are actually dancing with guys, which is also crazy. So me seeing this, why the hell would I go to the club and waste my money and time? I'm just gonna go there to see women dance on women. I'm trying to get my dick wet, not to see no lesbian shit. So yeah, I'm gonna stop going. But I'm not saying that's the complete reality of the clubs. You can still meet women at the clubs for sure, because I still do it. Whenever I go out, I still talk to girls, still socialize. You could still do all that. But it's just getting more and more common for girls not to dance with men. I think it's the whole explosion of the red pill shit, Andrew Tate, and them seeing all the short form content of podcasts, men and women debating, and them being conscious of this and saying, yeah, I'm not gonna dance with that man. He gonna think I'm a slut or something. Yeah, man, there's a downside to the whole red pill shit and Andrew Tate shit. The girls are starting to like act up. The guys are becoming more conscious of the whole female nature, and women are becoming more conscious of like, oh, so if I dance on a guy, I'm a slut. Okay, I'm not gonna dance on a guy. I'm just gonna dance with my girls. Because they think that women that go to clubs are sluts. I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm not gonna even associate with them. That's their mindset.
So I don't know if y'all saw, but there's this whole discourse going on Twitter talking about why do clubs suck now and why does club culture suck now? And we gonna get into it because I'll tell you why club culture sucks now.
And I finally put some water on my face. I was like, we got grenades, man.
Meanwhile,
And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes?
Hey, she fine.
I don't know. But they're not there.
I mean, are we honey badgers or are we peacocks? Do you fully understand the buying power you just exhausted and how much that same investment would yield you in other markets abroad? I apologize, I'm somewhat triggered by wasted assets on subpar women.
The nightlife in
Wasted assets on subpar women. Listen, like, if you're a club owner, to make your club poppin', you gotta make sure you got some bad looking girls in there, man. If the girls are there, the guys will go. And if the girls are willing to interact with the guys as well, more guys would go. Because they know they're going to at least get some play if they're at this club. And your club would suddenly become the most popular club in your city. Because the guys get play from women that they want. And then they will be willing to spend more money because they're actually getting play. Because it's nowadays, guys aren't seeing any type of play from girls. They're dancing with their friends instead of dancing with them. So they're gonna be like, fuck it, I ain't coming back here.
Street and nightlife culture around the world is slowly dying. Here are 10 reasons why, but also, David, will it ever come back?
A few moments later.
People are primarily saving up their funds for larger festivals or bigger trips, potentially trips overseas to travel.
Yeah, I mean, people are saving up for trips to Latin America, South Passport, to Asia.
Passport bros?
Passport bros, but also to Tokyo.
Passport bros?
Passport bros, but also
Passport.
to Tokyo.
To this day,
To this day!
modern women cannot give us a clear distinction between a man being assertive versus a man being quote-unquote abusive. Because what's right and what's wrong all depends on if she finds you attractive.
I feel like what you say, the men are different.
They're
The men
nicer,
are much more
respectful now. Because like before, you could like you be dancing, and then after a while you gotta turn back like, who the heck is this? No, I could be pushing back like, he gonna come? Right? Like I
Okay, as an avid club goer myself, well, used to be an avid club goer, it's not hard to know what's aggressive and what's not. I've seen guys be aggressive and the girl responds in a negative way. And then I see guys that's not aggressive, but they try to be a little assertive and get the little dance, and the girls will probably just move away. You know what I'm saying? The more aggressive you are, the more harsh of a reaction a girl's gonna have. But if you're not too aggressive, they're just gonna move away and say, oh, I don't wanna dance right now. Or they throw it back on you. You know what I'm saying? You will know what's too aggressive and what's not if you're just in the environment.
doing the most work.
Sir, grab this wine.
No, but it's true. They ain't come in for wine no more. Like this kind of
the whole
watching.
touching thing, because I always
But I'd be lying if I say I haven't seen girls push guys away that's not aggressive at all, man. Or the friend comes in, the cock black refrigerator defeater friend comes in and push you away. So I do see instances of that happening at the club as well.
having SVD used to make me so annoyed when you pass people, they gotta touch you.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
the men. Now,
Nobody hands up, girl.
I was
Nah.
surprised when somebody
Yeah.
told me, hey,
Honestly,
it was very shocking.
I'm kind of confused that you guys sound like you're upset. You don't get
no, because
bum rushed
now
anymore.
look, when we used to get touched, it was annoying.
You
but
wanted to get bum
no,
rushed,
but
you
you
don't want to
go
get bum
into
rushed.
the complete opposite side. You need a balance. Don't touch me up disrespectfully.
Right.
But pull up on me. Pull up. You can just walk.
So they pretty much want to be touched, but they want to be touched in the right way by the guy that they want. And there is an appropriate way to approach a girl in the club, y'all. Always approach from the front. Don't scoot up in the back like this ain't middle school. All right, man. Always approach a girl from the front. If there's a song playing, dance along with the song. Go in front of her. Try to match her vibe. Dance together. Pull your hand out. And if she wants to dance or come with you, she'll grab your hand. And then y'all just start dancing. That's usually how I dance with girls. But going up behind them and trying to grab the ass, that's not it.
Type, then be prepared for those Trey Songz or Cuba Gooding Jr. allegations in the near future.
One man's flirt, depending on how he looks and presents, is another man's sexual harassment.
Yes.
And we are not doing a good job as women being able to explain why it's sexual harassment versus being an attractive opportunity.
It's day to this day.
Men are frustrated. Men are not understanding what is the difference and why my threat if I'm being kind to you. So because of your behavior, women, I am now going to pull back my finances and resources. I'm now going to reduce my presence. I'm going to reduce my intentions, my efforts, because I don't want what my intentions are in terms of creating connection with you to be misconstrued as sexual harassment because you don't like how I look. I'm not your type.
The nightclub is not only boring, but it's dangerous. Risking your future for a 200-pound five or a single mother six is next level ludicrous.
I don't know what kind of clubs they're going to, but the clubs I've seen, I've been to clubs in Nashville. I've been to clubs in but Kentucky of all places. I've been to clubs in LA. I've been to clubs in Miami, Orlando, Tampa. And I do see people having fun. There's also people that's standing up still, not dancing. But then I also see people having fun. I see people dancing together. But one thing I do notice, though, is that girls and guys are not dancing together like that anymore. That's one thing I do notice.
Oh, wait, it seems like we've just received some breaking news. Cobra is now reporting that Monica Leon, aka Danger, from the Love of Ray J, has attempted to jump the wall of no return. Unfortunately, according to eyewitnesses, she's failed. Oh, so close.
We're now going to take you live to the scene.
So I'm actually going to just start documenting because this will be a teachable moment for other victims. Because I'm not the only wife out there that has a debilitating disability that can't get out of her marriage. I'm on my way to the food bank to get food because I have no food in my house because my husband got me fired from my job and...
Let me be the first to say our thoughts and prayers go out to another brave post-war survivor. But let's get back to our regular programming.
I'm going to club space by myself, so I'm going to document this whole thing. This is the fit.
A few moments later.
But I'm just trying to vibe, so like, I don't really care. But something that gives me the ick in space is when someone's trying to talk to me. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, do not talk to me right now. This is not the place for conversation. Like, this is, like, please be quiet. I can't.
Yeah, like, if you don't want people to socialize with you, why are you going to the clubs in the first place? Just go either get a section or stay in your damn house. I can't stand people like this, bro. The club is supposed to be a social environment. Like, go home, man. Go home.
I have a question for my millennials or my Generation Xers, really anybody older than Gen Z. What did the club used to be like? What did the club used to be like? Because now, you know, it's sections all over the place. People be acting scared to dance. Everybody just going to take pictures, pop bottles. What was the club like before sections?
It was probably like the house party movie with everybody dancing, having a fun time.
Several posts about how the club scene is dead, how people in their early 20s to early 30s are extremely lonely. And I think there's a correlation between those two things. I used to be part of the club scene back in 2007 through 2011. First of all, there was no Bumble or Tinder or anything to that effect. If you wanted to meet people, be it friends or people that you wanted to date, you had to physically get out of the house. When you went to these clubs to interact with people, it wasn't something where you could swipe and text and all sorts of stuff. You're physically right there with people.
Yeah, and it's more accepted.
And if you saw a woman that caught your eye, I mean, you'd ask her to dance. If you caught her eye, her and her friends would probably be dancing around you, and you guys would wind up, mingling with them at that point in time. But it was magical because you really got a sense of who you were dealing with right in person. You knew immediately whether or not you had chemistry with that person because you'd be talking to them and dancing with them for, maybe an hour or two, So I really hope that the club scene comes back because I think that it will be something that benefits people in their early 20s to early 30s, just the way it did for us.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blast.
Yeah, shut your ass up. I ain't hitting your like button. All right, I'll hit the like button. It's a solid video, man. I'm gonna support your cause, my guy. It's a solid video. Yeah, man. I guess it just depends on the area you're at and what club you go to, because in Orlando, there's plenty of clubs, and depending on what club you go to, it might have a completely different vibe. You might go to a club where people are just standing, kind of rocking back and forth, afraid to really show the moves, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the other clubs, EDM clubs, Latina clubs. It's just popping. People are dancing, you know what I'm saying? Actually moving to the music. But overall, I do see less girls dancing with guys. But do I think it's still beneficial to go out? Yes, I do think so. It's better than staying in the house 24/7. At least go out one day of the week to get some social juices flowing, to remember how to socialize with people. Either go to a club during the day or some type of event during the day, get out. And if you like to dance to music and socialize, go out during the nighttime. And if you're a man that wants to interact with women, one of the best places to do it is the club, because there's women around and you could talk to as many of them as you want, as long as you're respectful about it. You know what I'm saying? You might get rejected. Actually, you will get rejected. It's a part of the game. But as long as you keep going and have fun with it, you will see how much woman you could actually bring into your life. And I'm saying this because it's worked for me, guys. I got my fair share of rejections at the club, but I also have my fair share of successes. I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of girls that I still talk to this day I met at the club. We vibing, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? Remind yourself that you are a human being, and human beings are meant to be social creatures. So when you just stay in your house isolated, you will be socially awkward. You don't want to be like that. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video, man.
I can't help but like it, and just like a light switch, you turn me